Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Once again, recording with the OBS software. Hopefully the sound is a little better, a little less noisy, especially coming from my microphone. We'll see. We are still in the A2A Skyline. We are in Diamond Head in I don't know if it's Louisiana or Mississippi actually, but one of the two. And we are planning to go today. We are planning to fly on into New Orleans. It's a beautiful, beautiful day outside. So we are here, Diamond Head, north of Waveland, and yeah, I guess that is Mississippi. Yeah, it is Mississippi, and we are gonna cross over here, and we are gonna cross over to New Orleans, and we're flying into and where did all the little markers go? Let me just refresh the page. Here we go. Here's the little markers for the Orbex Freeware airports. We are flying into New Orleans. We're flying into New Orleans Lakefront Airport, which will be KNU, Kilo November Echo Whiskey. And it's another short flight. Once again, for those who haven't been following, the big sort of the question on my mind, I keep flying the Skyline. I love the Skyline, but that's not why I keep flying the Skyline. Why I keep flying the Skyline is that we are having A2A's software is telling us that we have tire problems. Our tires need replacing soon and are showing considerable wear, and the nose wheel will need replacing soon. And I don't plan on doing it because I want to see what happens if I don't. That's basically what I'm trying to do. To make it even more interesting, we brought 4 passengers on. Ever since our stormy weather that I flew through in northern and southern Carolina, I've been flying around with only 1 passenger. But today it's a fully loaded flight with all the bells and whistles, if you will, full. We've filled the hole with bags and we filled the cabin with passengers. But no point in wasting time. Let's just get going. Even though it's a short flight, there's enough time to chat while I'm flying. So start by turning on the battery. And we're just gonna quickly not flood the engine this time. Just look for fuel pressure, which we have. I think we may have flooded it anyway, but you know, I've been trying to figure out what is the best way to start the Skyline. I feel like sometimes if I follow the instructions, which is to run the fuel pump for 2 to 3 seconds, it just floods the engine. It doesn't really want to start straight away. And even now, you'll see, it'll take it a little while, I think, to burn off that fuel that we pushed into the engine. And there it goes. Forgot to turn on the beacon. But it's not one of my flights unless I forget to turn something on. Close the window. And I think what we can do is I actually had the heat on last flight because we were flying pretty high. I don't think that will be needed today. We are gonna keep it low actually. That's my plan. Let's get the weather.
Kilo Hotel Sierra Alpha Airport Information Echo 2046 Zulu weather wind 002 at 10 gusting to 18 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 32 dew point 14 altimeter 2989 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Kilo Hotel Sierra Alpha Airport Information Echo 2.
So we have a bit more low pressure than yesterday and some more wind. we have a northerly wind, so we'll take off runway basically the same way we're heading. We'll spin around, go back down there, and come back up this way. And Lakefront Airport in New Orleans. I think it's one of the bigger freeware airports that I've seen them make. I think it has several runways. But anyway, let's announce our taxi.
66 Yankee traffic, Cessna, November 905 Charlie Sierra is taxiing to runway 36, 66 Yankee.
What was that strange shudder? Is that my tires? No. That was the weirdest shudder I've ever had in this sim. That was very, very strange. That looked like it was something modeled by A2A. Yeah, tires look fine. Not starting my traffic. The sim starter. I need to see what's up with that. I need to just reset that part of the sim starter NG run cycle, I guess. I'm just gonna do the run up on the runway today. Mostly because I find it so hard to taxi with these pedals that aren't properly touched to the floor. They keep sliding around when I push them, so I just don't want to. I felt like I had a good turn going there, and it's just hard to be accurate. So 1800 RPM, the mags. Watch her drop and watch it rise again. Turn both mags back on. Cycle the prop 3 times. Set the course indicator for 241, which is the course that we're going to be following out of here. I could have done this flight, I guess, with this weather. I think there'd be no reason not to do the flight, actually, just dead reckoning, but, you know, I got it all tuned in now, so let's do it this way. Let's see, okay, we got temperatures, we got fuel, we have everything we need to do. We have flaps set, put the landing lights on, turn the beacon off, turn on the fuel pump, and let's announce a takeoff.
Traffic, Cessna, November 905 Charlie Sierra, taking off runway 36, departure to the west, 66 Yankee.
there's 60 knots. Oi! Whoa, strong winds. Those gusts, they weren't kidding when they said gusts. Oi. Pretty severe gusts. I'm trying to turn on the thing here so you can see how I'm actually flying the airplane. Let's try and climb a bit more and then we'll taking up the flaps. And let it gain some more speed. If it has some more speed, it's a little less susceptible to these, to the winds, because it's basically got more momentum and it's harder to knock it off course. At least that's my understanding of why that is. Beautiful fall colors are setting in. Everything is looking great in the USA. Look at that. Beautiful day. I think this is the best weather I've had on the whole tour. It seems like every day I've been flying on this tour I've had one weather issue or another, but not today. That is looks pretty great. Looks pretty great. Okay, let's tune into Gulfport approach. And we're gonna only climb to about 2,000 feet. I think I'll check maybe even 1,500 feet's enough here. I know there's some pretty big airspaces coming into New Orleans, and I would like to avoid them if I can, as I would in real life. I think there's a little airport. Those winds were, I mean, I felt we were pretty much taking off straight into the wind, but those gusts were coming from the side. That was a pretty interesting takeoff. That's not what I expected. Should have listened more intently to the 80s, I guess.
Kilo Hotel Sierra Alpha Airport information Foxtrot 2046 Zulu weather wind 002 at 10 gusting to 18 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 32 dew point 14.
Doesn't really say anything about the direction, but that was clearly coming from the side, or at least it totally felt like that to me. Okay, so we are at 2,000 feet. I just want to check out this airspace. So yeah, this is 40, so 4,000 feet. And this airspace here is 2,500 to surface. So we'll get clearance when we get in there. And this is 2,000. Okay, that's fine. Well, that we can do. Since the wind is coming from the north, we'll probably actually end up going down through the south here. So we will be going through this airspace here as well, which was 2,000. Yeah. So we'll come in around 1,500, I guess, and do an intercept that way. Okay. Good plan. Yeah, let's see. Let's manage the engine here now that we're up. We can turn off the fuel pump and we can turn off the landing and taxi light. And we will bring the RPMs back. Since we're already in the cruise, very low altitude cruise, I'll just lean the mixture ever so slightly as well. And I'll pull back on the manifold pressure to bring it into the green. That should bring our fuel flow into the green, and hopefully it will stop us from climbing and give us a nice fast cruise speed. Oh yeah, I haven't set the CDI to actually follow the GPS. It was still tracking the VOR from last night, so no wonder it was off. So I think what's happening here, if we look at the map, I think what's happening here is we are actually flying out, we're following the big highway, I don't know which highway this is, and there'll be a town called Slidell, and we'll follow the bridge over. That's more fun, isn't it? Let's just do that. Let's not let's not be so technical. Let's just let's do a proper VFR. Let's follow the road and follow the bridge on into New Orleans. And then when we get to New Orleans, since I'm expecting us taking landing with our nose facing north, let's figure out how we can sort of do this. So we'll come in over the bridge, the highway comes in, pretty much passes straight by, but there will be some pretty high towers, it looks like, to the south of there. So once we come in, we'll see some high towers on the far left. We'll cross around those until we reach the river. We'll come back up the river and then come in and land. Yeah, sounds like a workable plan. We could even fly in towards the VOR, use the VOR for some sort of guidance here. Yeah, it's a 016 radial on that VOR. So kind of we're flying into Snacky, and then we're flying on the 016 radial down towards the VOR. When we cross the river, we'll turn right and then right. Cool. That's what we'll do. But first we'll follow the bridge. The road, I mean. Not the bridge, the road. I may have already let myself get off course, didn't I? No, I didn't. Not too bad anyway. Yeah, here is Sidwell, or whatever this town is called, coming up ahead of us, and there's that big intersection. I got a little confused there because I saw we just passed an intersection, but it's not the same one. To New Orleans approach, there should be traffic flying around here. Yeah, not so much. There is. Let's see, let's tune, it's the KNBG HRV Rodeo VOR. And what was it that I said? I said 016 radial, right? Which is basically the Victor 552 airway, yeah, 016 radial. So what we can do is we'll actually turn this to, we'll turn the course arrow, we'll turn the back of the course arrow to 16. So we'll hold the back course of 16. 196, just the reciprocal course of 016. We're at 2,000 feet, we're flying over the highway, there's lots of lovely traffic, there's lots of lovely autogen, beautiful FTX trees, beautiful weather, great day for flying. I mean, look at that. Wow. I kind of feel like I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like the traffic seems more consistent now, and there's less maybe that's Orbex just rendering the roads better and in more sort of longer cohesive parts, but I feel like there's less disappearing trucks than there used to be. I mean, I guess there still is. I saw some that disappear here, but still works pretty well. And look, they even have shadows. What a world we're living in. This is the future. For those of you who are still flying in FSX, you're nuts. You need to move to prepared. It is so much better. It's just miles better. And it's the same platform, so I just, in many ways, I don't see any reason not to switch. You'll get all the same benefits that you do compared to, say, X-Plane, but it's just much better performance, much better graphics. And I don't know, much better everything. I just really like it. I feel like it works really well. It's less frustrations. I mean, there still are frustrations like those stutters, but it ain't that bad anymore, I guess is the truth of it. This will be, I'm kind of fashioning my own approach here. We're kind of already going almost in the correct direction here. I guess this is the bridge where they wouldn't let people out of New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. At least that's how I understood it. There's some really excellent stories from This American Life on Hurricane Katrina that I listened to, some podcasts. I mean, tear-jerking stuff. Look at, and one of them was about like how the police in this town here basically barricaded the bridges and threatened to shoot anyone coming off of the bridge without military or police escort. I mean, it was just ridiculous, horrible to listen to that, what those people went through. Really bad, the worst. It's quite amazing how that happened, but of course these people were afraid of being overrun by refugees from here, but come on. They had nowhere to go. If they came here, at least they had somewhere to go, and people could come pick them up and help them. That was a travesty how that was handled, if you ask me. I've never been to New Orleans. My wife has been there and she loved it, so I'm very interested in going there, because yeah, we tend to share the same sort of taste in places. It sounds like an excellent place. I would love to go to New Orleans. It does seem just really unique and fun. So we're almost at 1,500 feet. I guess we can check the airport. KNU Lakefront. That should be down down there somewhere. We will request a full stop landing.
November 995 Charlie Sierra is 14 miles northeast of Lakefront 1600 with Sierra to land. Cessna November 995 Charlie Sierra, Lakefront Tower, 5 right, traffic, runway 36 right, altimeter 2989er. Flight right, traffic, runway 36 right, Cessna 5 Charlie Sierra.
2989, that's what they said, right? I think. And as we thought, we'd get the 36 runway.
Sierra, India, Lima, airport information, hotel 2153, Zulu, weather, wind 002, at 8, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 2.16, altimeter 2989. Advise on initial contact, you have information, hotel.
Information hotel, and it's the same as when we took off. Basically, everything is the same. So that's pretty sweet. 36 right, so we'll be coming in. There is, I guess there'll be 2 runways. I love the GTN 750. So great that it's at checking out things. Because now all we have to do is click here. We can click the airport and we can look it up nice and comfortably. So 36 right is the shorter runway, and it's quite a bit narrower and inset to the right than the left runway. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I was thinking this would maybe be a little almost simple, but I guess not. You can kind of tell we're already heading towards the VOR, and we are capturing the needle. That's the runway over there, so we will, once this aligns with that, we'll turn fully towards the VOR and we'll follow it down till we reach the river, and we'll follow the river up. That's the plan. Okay, there we are. Make our own sort of mini approach plate here that doesn't exist. It's pretty funny. I wonder if this is. I guess this must be like floodplains or something, because people are clearly not living here. Which is to me a little bit surprising. Not surprising, but you know, it's close to a big metro area. You'd think there'd be people living everywhere, but I guess that's not the case in New Orleans. Yeah, I can see the airport there to our right. Turn on our landing light, just turn on the fuel pump as well. One less thing to worry about. So we're heavy. Actually, let's read the manual a little bit here. Let's see what it says. Yeah, 70 to 80. Not flaps up, 60 to 70 flaps down. I think we will definitely aim for 70. I like to touch down or to have my approach at around 70 anyway in this plane. If you go back and look at some of the earlier videos I made, I've had some really horrible landings in this series in particular. Most of the time I feel like I do pretty well in the Cessna, but I don't know. Unless you fly it by the numbers, it can get away from you, and you can end up going way too soon. Suddenly.
Clear to land, runway 36, right.
And it will stall on you. And I don't want that to happen today. That's pretty cool though. I guess that's downtown next to the Mississippi. That's cool, it's in Mississippi, you guys. We made it sort of, for me that's always signifies the midway point of the States. I guess not just me, but for a lot of people. Antennas. Everywhere, all over the south, there's antennas. Just trying to kill pilots. Yeah, I'm sort of looking for bridges over the Mississippi, but I guess I can't really see any. Huh. Oh, there's one. There's only one bridge across. That probably does not make traffic great. Would be my guess. Maybe there's more further up, but still only one downtown. Well, I guess actually 2 at least. Hard to tell. It looks like there's some sort of error there. Anyways, we made it to the river, to the Mississippi. Let's just quickly skirt the other side of the river and then complete our right-hand turn. It's actually quite a lot of frame rate slowdown over Mississippi here, over New Orleans here. I don't see why. It's pretty basic. I guess it's the number of houses. I mean, what else could it be? In a sense. So we overturned that quite a bit, but that's okay. We have a lot of speed to drop, and we actually are also at a point where we're intersecting the glide path. If you look at the pappies, we already have one red, so it does mean that we do want to descend. We can extend the notch of flaps, we can unfeather the prop and add the mixture, and we have to counter for that flap. The way to do that is to trim the aircraft forwards and add some power so that we will keep our airspeed here of 70 while we are descending. And now we are high. I think I will do a second launch of flaps because I'm still pretty high. A little bit poor planning, but also some unexpected wind. Not so much wind, but gusts. Taxi that can come on too. I wonder if they really see a difference on the Cessnas in real life if one light or two lights are on. I mean, it makes sense that they put on the nose light on airliners because then you can kind of signal to the ground that yes, I am coming in to land. It is one more indication of that happening. But on the Cessnas where the lights are just right next to each other, can you even tell? That's I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. So this is one of Orbic's freeware airports. Pretty good, I think. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty good. At least there are buildings in more interesting places and some parking sheds and structures there, right? I hope that when Rex releases their airport building software that it will affect the freeware airports and that all these buildings will be changed to much better looking buildings. 'Cause if so, I think we really have something great. And these ones will not look half bad. It's so great to see parked airplanes at them too. Oh my lord, I hate flying into these sort of dead airports where there's nothing, no AI and no statics. This is a big improvement. Well, to red to white, we're doing 75 knots, but we are a little bit heavy. I'll knock off the power here. Let's try and do a grease here today. No, we did not. It's a little bounce. Not terrible though. I keep saying that.
Cessna 5 Charlie Sierra, welcome full lakefront contact ground on 1217. Going to 1217, Cessna 5 Charlie Sierra. Lakefront ground, Cessna November 995 Charlie Sierra, request taxi to parking. Cessna November 995 Charlie Sierra, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway. Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway, Cessna 5 Charlie Sierra.
So I guess we're going via taxiway to general aviation parking. Well, I'm gonna pretty much like assume that that gives me an option to park where I want to. Even though I know it probably means I should be up to the right, but who cares? Let's park over by the smoke. There's some smoke coming out of something here. Maybe it's a barbecue. Yes, it is. Sweet. We're gonna do an unauthorized barbecue parking stop. You can see the strength of the wind. It's actually quite a severe wind strength. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we should have turned on the beacon, of course. Oh, I don't think I'm capable of remembering everything without using checklists. Maybe I should start using checklists, or you know, I can just keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, well, that actually looks pretty damn cool. We went to New Orleans and there was a barbecue with a lot of smoke. Let's see what they're cooking. Man, his head looks a little damaged. That's for sure. His head looks it doesn't look quite well. He looks like that confused CGI guy that created that couldn't die in a car crash. Anyways, I guess they're cooking burgers and ribs and dogs. Well, cool stuff. That's cool. I like being welcomed like that in Flight Simulator land. Well, anyways, our tires are still holding up. But yeah, we'll keep flying it until it breaks, basically. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.